go. I pressed the right button. Good
You gotta do it
morning.
again. You ain't.
Oh,
You gotta do it again. Do it again.
do it again.
I miss you so.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can
Yes.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yay!
Yes.
Technology, boy, I tell you. Oh my goodness, so much great stuff going on. My goodness, I can't keep up with myself. Bridget had said to me a couple months ago when I was in here just saying, "Oh my God, I done put out all this money, I've done all this stuff, and it's just taking too long. Like, when is it all going to come to pass? Everything I've been working for." And she said, "Enjoy the calm, enjoy the peace, because it won't last long." And in one fell swoop, is over. Um, I've shooting a show. Have my first how many episodes? First 4 episodes taped. First one released June 1st, and now we're doing the editing on the other stuff, and just a lot is happening. Uh, Speaking engagements and things like that. So I'm just really excited to be able to do that. The Healing House of Roses is at capacity, has been at capacity since last week. Um, I have my guests leave on Thursday and a new set come on Friday. So it's everything I asked for. Last night I did, it was a strawberry moon. And so we did a moon meditation and prayer, and just to set new intentions, because full moon is new beginning. And so even though it's mid-month, it is new beginning. And so we took time out to be grateful for the strawberry moon it was last night, because it's strawberry season. You'll notice when you go to the market that all strawberries will be everywhere. The strawberry moon was a indication to the Native Americans of when it was time to pick the strawberries. So you'll notice that there'll be some very big, beautiful, ripe strawberries in your market this week. And so one of the things that has come up because of how much work that I'm getting to do, because I'm not doing anything that I have to do, but the work that I'm getting to do, the work that I want to do, came up the thought of multitasking. And there's a big lesson to be learned around multitasking. It doesn't work. Multitasking is really fractured focus. And fractured focus does not give you the quality of work that you need. You'll find on your computer there's 17 tabs open. You started an email, but you didn't finish it. You started writing a paragraph or note, or responding to somebody on social media. And before you know it, you have all these open tasks, but nothing is complete. Or maybe you may have focused a little bit and maybe got one or two things done, but not the real work. And so, good morning. Yes, last night was amazing. Last night was amazing. That whole thing, I ended up having 10 people at my house last night for it. So it's really important. And so what came up was the word that I found was called deep work. How can deep work help you focus, reduce stress, and be more productive? And so think about what happens on Monday morning. You got 10 things on your to-do list, and every single one is urgent. And then, just like I said, 20 minutes later, you got 7 tabs open on your browser, an email drafted, a few notes scrawled into your agenda, a creeping tension in your shoulder. You feel like you're balancing spinning plates and can't just focus on one, or all the rest are going to fall. And if you don't make some adjustments fast, everything is going to come crashing down on you. And I know you can relate to that. So there's a different way to approach your work that won't leave you scattered or overwhelmed. And it's really called deep work. And so deep work is when you are fully present and immersed in the task at hand. Some people refer to it as being in the zone, being in the state of the flow, but it involves being completely focused on a single activity. So there was a study in 2012 of 188 junior tennis players. The participants, their perceived level uh, of flow, they were rating that, and the group of winning athletes scored higher than all but one of the nine flow dimensions. So statistically significant in the balance between the level of challenge versus their skills, having clear goals and a sense of control and purpose. So they just measure them on focusing one area done, um, um, learning one area at a time as opposed to doing it all. There's also a research review that was done in 2018. It says scientific literature identify a positive relationship between flow and performance, as well as artistic and scientific creativity. The reality is that only 2% of the population can actually do two cognitive tasks at the same time. They are called super taskers. And so, although we think we can do it, science has tested, and only 2% of the population can do two tasks at a time. And here we are trying to do 5, 10, and 20 things at one time. According to this lady, we can embrace deep work by giving our full concentration to one activity at a time, a concept known as monotasking. And so while the rest of us think we can multitask, but we really can't, when we try to multitask, what we're really doing is task switching. Task switching. So, according to this 2019 research review, the human brain lacks the cognitive and neural building blocks for performing two tasks at once. The review noted that multitasking makes it more likely for competing streams of irrelevant information to capture people's attention, resulting in a disruption in performance and an increase in errors. The constant jumping from one task to another reduces our ability to focus deeply and can result in feelings of stress and overwhelm. So we may believe that we're getting loads of stuff done, but task switching actually hampers our productivity and can even lead to burnout. So, in short, multitasking results in performance disruption, increased errors, distraction, reduced attention span, reduced creativity, decreased productivity, and stress and overwhelm. However, on the other side, monotasking encourages us to be present in one place, give our attention to that what we are doing, and get into the state of deep work in the zone on that one thing. And we've all done that before, one thing. And when you do that one thing, when you get finished that one thing, if you do nothing else, there is such a deep sense of accomplishment for the one thing that you got done. And so there's many advantages of this deep work or monotasking. You'll have more fun doing everything because you'll do everything better. You'll be more productive. You'll make fewer mistakes. You'll make connections that you may not have been aware of in your multitasking in this distracted state. So, how can you put in the practice of this deep work? If you're the kind of person that is always trying to complete 5 things at once, focus intently on just one task. And that may feel like a big deal because you're so used to doing all of this. So, here's some tips that you can use to help you to get started. One, eliminate distractions. Distractions pull you away from your focus on the task at hand, but you can avoid them with a few simple tweaks. For starters, close your email window so that you don't see it right away when you receive a new message. In other words, turn off notifications. The desire to check what it's all about and who it's come from can be too tempting and take you right off task, and then you'll start answering or responding. You can also put your phone on no notifications or airplane mode and put it in a drawer where you can't see it and say, I'm going to do this. And it don't have to be long focus work. You can just say, I really want to work on this article for 15 minutes, or I really want to read this book for 15 minutes. And the world can hold on for 15 minutes. And people's like, well, suppose I have an emergency. 9 times out of 10, emergencies that happen, you can't do anything about. All you can do is show up for whoever it is you need to show up. And 15 minutes is not too long for that. So it also helps to communicate to the people who live in your house that you are concentrating on a specific task, and you can ask them politely, please don't disturb me for the next 30 minutes. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Sometimes when you are writing or doing anything creative, walking can be an effective cure for writer's block or creativity blocks altogether. And, after you spend about 20 minutes or so, pounding the pavement, you are mindfully moving your body. And so that is the key to getting in the flow of what it is that you want to do. So to get the most benefit of your walk, leave your phone still on. I'm not going to say leave your phone at home because I wouldn't even do that. But maybe put your phone in your pocket, put it on vibrate, take the notifications off, all the social media notifications, all of the email notifications, all of that, and just leave it on phone calls. Phone calls and text messages potentially. That's it. And do your walk and get into the flow of what it is that you want to do. Set your intentions while you're walking. Moving your body and not doing anything besides walking can help you get to that state of flow that you want. It's so remarkably attainable once you strip away the audiobooks, the phone calls, and all the other distractions that get in the way. Another tip is something called by how you say this, binaural beats. They are certain frequencies that increase focus and concentration. I use them to sleep to. You can put them on your headphones, listen to them while you are working. That will help you to get into this zone that you want to get to. And this binaural beats, they consist of just two tones of two different frequencies, and they help to focus your brain wave activity. And so there's research on the links between these beats and concentration. They definitely eliminate outside distractions, which could help you to stay focused. They keep me when I listen to them, they keep me kind of engaged in what it is that I'm doing. And you can find them on YouTube or something. And then the other part is plan ahead for what it is that you want to do. So instead of splitting your mind up across all these different tasks, take a step back and plan it out. You can write out everything you need to do that day, organize it into a prioritized to-do list. And so you can do one, write down all the tasks in a big unorganized brain dump. Just everything that you think you need to do, write it all down. And then create a secondary list ranking the task in priority from highest to lowest. And then finally block out the designated time for each task. And so all of this can help you realize that there really is enough time to get everything done and that it's actually manageable. It can also help you to focus on that one thing at a time as you cross out each item on your list. And that's going to feel so much more better. More better. It's going to feel more better because you're going to
More
really,
better.
more better because you're going to
More
get
better.
things done. More better, you know, and keeping things manageable. So, how can you make monotasking a habit? It takes 21 days to create a habit, 30 to rewire your brain, and 90 days to create a lifestyle. So, monotasking can really help us to be more productive and less stressed. So, the more we do it, the better at it we become. So, do something every day to build your monotasking muscles. So almost everything in the world today is designed to fragment our attention. We see more and more ads, shorter and shorter videos, and we easily get tricked into thinking we can multitask by our devices and technology. So, with this onslaught of attention grabbing technology, what can you do to take back our attention? And it's so true. And with all of this artificial intelligence, you'll be talking about something. And this just happened to me yesterday. Um, I've been working on my lawn. And if anybody has a lawn, they understand if you got weeds and empty patches, and it's a whole process to get the lawn right. Okay. And so the people, all my neighbors, we all got people. And so I'm just looking at the lawn and I'm saying, I probably need to get some people because just cut the grass is not enough. It needs some kind of other kind of something. I don't know what. And no sooner I pick up my phone,
Landscaping. It's
I
called
got
landscaping.
15
Exactly.
advertisements about let me be your lawn man, the weed man, the all kind. I mean, like let me pull your weeds, and I'm like, what? I didn't say nothing, but I did say it because I had a conversation, and so everything is listening. Everything is listening, and so it's real easy for us to get distracted by other things, and so we can absolutely counterbalance this and get our attention back. So if 20 minutes, um, reading 20 minutes a day is a great place to start. Reaching for a book in the morning instead of your phone is a great habit to cultivate, which it definitely is not an easy thing because it's so easy to pick up the phone first thing. Oh, I'm just checking the weather or I'm just checking the time or whatever. And you pick up the phone first. How about reach for a book first? We always talk about reading 10 pages of a book. 10 pages don't necessarily have to be electronic. And if you haven't read a book in a long time, you should start by just reading a few minutes and just increasing, the duration over time. Other ways to focus your attention and build is yoga, meditation, crossword puzzles, um, coloring, cooking a meal slowly and deliberately. That's always fun. Baking, gardening, arts and crafts are always fun. There's parts of my house that will be red paint on them for a long time. In my carport, some of them spaces in the grass still got red paint. Yeah, arts and craft for sure. And find flow in every activity. When you talk about deep work, we often think about being immersed in an important work project or losing ourselves in some sort of creative endeavor like writing or painting. There's opportunities to find flow in all areas of your life. Even something simple like listening to a conversation can be a mindful activity that pulls your focus into the present moment. Like the next time you're in a conversation, eliminate the distractions and listen intently. Like put your phone down. Listen as if you're recording a podcast or if your life depends on it. At some point, it becomes second nature to you. But it's so important to be in the conversation. You know, a lot of times we are listening to respond or react when we should be listening to hear. And then once you hear it, you will automatically know how to respond or how to react. Instead of let me think of what I need to say. I'm gonna say this. If he say that, I'm gonna say this. If she say that, I'm gonna say this. No, just listen to hear. You know, it's so important to develop your listening skills. And sometimes people are, I'm listening. Look, I'm listening. Uh-huh. I heard you. What you say? I thought you said you was listening. We cannot do two things at one time. Science has now proven that we as human beings, only 2% of us can multitask. 2% of 7 billion people can multitask. And if you find that you are attempting to do things and you find yourself all over the place, you are not one of the 2%. Okay? It's probably not any of us that are a part of the 2%. So sometimes we can really mistake multitasking for productivity, but focusing really, yes, me too, me too. You know, it is so important for us to give attention to the things that we should give attention to. And so multitasking is not productivity, but focusing fully on a single task can make us more present, more engaged, and regularly getting in this state of flow can take some practice, but just making some adjustments like putting away our phones and planning ahead, it can become a regular habit that helps us engage way more deeply with every aspect of our life. It's so important that we do that. Um, the bottom line is we really have to get to a better way of doing what we do. Because when we, and I said this earlier today, when we are um, multitasking and doing the stuff that we do, what happens is we don't we don't progress the way that we should. And you're looking at your life and you're saying, where is the time going? We are now 6 months into 2022. And if you continue to multitask and do things the way that you've been doing, if you are not careful, you will leave 2022 the same way you came in. And I know that you don't want that. And I don't want it for you.
You multitasking right now?
I am looking for the balance of the article.
Oh,
There was something in the article that I wanted to make sure that I brought out, and for some reason it's cut off, and so I am going to the actual article to get that. Is that
oh,
okay?
my bad.
I am still working, but I'm making sure that I don't want to leave anything out. But absolutely, we don't want to. Um, Leave the way we came in. And if you don't take time out to really focus on each task one at a time, you're going to leave the way you came in. And you're going to go into 2023 with the same stuff that you've been dealing with all year.
Started with.
And if that's not what you want, got to do something else. Right? So, absolutely don't take multitasking for productivity. Getting in this state of flow is so important. Putting the phones down, getting, taking time to focus on that thing. When you think about that thing that you were put here to do, that thing that you do the best, that thing that you don't have to think about, you just do it. And people think it's the best thing since sliced bread whenever you do it. If you don't hone it and get better at it, how can the thing be your thing? How can that thing be the thing that um, takes you to your next level? And oh yeah, multitasking and procrastination. Ugh. Now you're talking about doing too much and feeling unworthy for what your goal is. Procrastination is absolutely the feeling of unworthiness that is running as an algorithm in your psyche. We think that, oh, I don't know why I keep putting off doing this or doing that, or if I do that, it's going to get me this result. But why don't I do it? Um, Procrastination is direct reflection of feelings of unworthiness. So if you find that you are procrastinating, that is exactly what that is. Feelings of unworthiness, and ain't nobody got time for that. And so it is so important to really dig into multitasking. The other thing that came up, multitasking versus monotasking, and then um, as I was reading through, because it was a toss up of this multitasking, and it was such a big deal because I know I'm so guilty of it. We are so guilty of doing things and thinking that, oh, I got a lot done today. But when you really think about it, did you? Did you get did you get it done today? Or do you think you got it done today? And a lot of times we really are not getting it done the way that we would like to. And so, it can cause for us emotional distress all around. Yes, fubbing. Yeah, we talked about fubbing. We talked about fubbing, doing that to people. Oh, I'm stepping on your toes from yesterday. I love it. But at the same time, with everything that we're talking about, this monotasking, um everything that is coming up from there, I got some more time, so I'm going to talk about this a little bit. Is the emotional distress that pops up around, I got to do this, I got to do that, and how I'm going to do it. So now you have this tip to refocus your energy, and instead of multitasking, to monotask, to do one thing at a time, to close. And I'm guilty. Let me see. Let me tell you how guilty I am. Let me see how many tabs I got up right now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That is ridiculous.
Email closed. What's this? Craigslist closed. Um, this is the screen that comes up after Zoom goes off. Close. Uh, Pay a parking ticket. Close. Um, what's this? Okay, that's the parking ticket stuff too. I don't know what this is. What is this? Okay, that's parking ticket. All so 3 of them was the parking ticket. So now I close it. So we all are guilty of it. We just don't realize that we are doing that. Like, my goodness, how in the world can we ever get to the life that we want? We cannot have fractured focus. We got to have focus. That people
Can I
who,
ask you a question?
yes, sir.
Based on what you're saying, because you are really on something right now. I don't even know if you know how good you're going right here. Let me ask you a question. Think about this for 1 second.
Hmm.
When you made the most money at one segment, what were you doing? Think
One
about it.
one thing, and I talked
The
about this
the
morning.
most at that when you was
One
paid
thing.
like a mug,
One thing.
It was what? Listen,
One
I'm just
thing.
saying
One
that.
thing. One thing. You cannot do. I went to a conference this weekend, and the conference, the woman said it. I'll never forget it. She said, "You have fractured focus.
Oh gosh. Mm,
Your
mm,
focus is
mm, mm.
broken."
Yeah.
Now, and then I've made the analogy this morning, talking about this. It reminded me of when I first got into network marketing and
Hmm.
was serious about it.
Yes. Yes.
Because sometimes we sign up for stuff just because people, and we really not that serious about it. But when I was serious, when I was the most serious was when I signed up to work with Y2B Travel in 2008. And when I tell you, the first thing they tell you to do is do what? Make a list.
Make the list.
I made the list. And when I made the list, what did I do
Mm.
next? I called people. I was so hyped and so excited. I was like, yo, listen, I'm a travel agent now. I could book travel. I could go on discount. Don't you want to go with me? They like, yeah. In 30 days, I sold 30 people at $500 a pop.
Shut up.
So what is the difference between then and now?
Yes.
Fractured focus.
Practice.
So when you think about what it is that you do, that thing
That
that you
one
want
thing.
the world
The
to know, that
gift.
one
The
thing,
gift.
why haven't you made a list for yourself? Who are the influencers? What they ask you, who's your pastor? Who's your real estate agent? Who's the doctor? All of that. People be so hyped with the network marketing stuff. They be at their doctor's office
Mm,
saying,
mm,
Doc, have you heard
mm,
about such and such?
mm,
You ain't scared to tell a doctor about your stuff. About somebody else's stuff. You ain't
mm.
scared to say that.
Yeah.
But why, when it comes to what you do,
Your
that thing
gift.
that you great at, that you scared
Mm,
to pick up the
mm, mm,
phone and
mm.
tell people what you do? I said, if I don't make myself a list today, I not only am I going, I had the nerve to go into my documents and find a memory jogger.
Mm, 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 mm,
I
mm,
got
mm,
a
mm.
memory jogger,
Come on now.
and it got a thing. It's all these questions. Who do you know who does this? Who do you know who does that? Like the whole 100 names?
Mm,
What would
mm.
happen if you said, I'm gonna call 100 people this week and tell them what I do? And maybe you don't get through 100 in a day, but maybe you get through 5 a day, because some of the people you haven't talked to in a long time, so you got to kind of have a little catch up call. And then but you want to be purposeful. You want to say, the purpose for my call, I know I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope all is well. You kind of catch up a little bit, but then you say, the purpose of my call was, I really wanted people to know what it is that I'm doing. So in my case, I would say, I'm working as an emotion code practitioner. I believe that, emotions are the cause of disease. And, do you know anybody that's sick? Do you know anybody with high blood pressure or diabetes or cancer? Like, yo, this is coming out of my mouth right now, but I never said it before. Because the thing that you do, the thing that you good at, is there.
Your gift. That's your gift.
I don't have to get a notebook or anything to know what it is that I know. I don't need that. I can absolutely say, if a person has cancer, it comes from anger, deep hurt, regret, and deep grief. If somebody tells me they got high blood pressure, I know that's unresolved emotional issue not dealt with. If somebody tells me they got diabetes, I know that is, what's the use? Why am I here? No sweetness left. If you got back pain, I know that's lack of support. And if it's your lower back, I know it's your money. I don't need no book to tell me that. I've already learned that. I've done it over the past 10 years, so I know that. So when I have the conversation, I can have the conversation. And so it is so
Mm.
important for us to really dig and delve into the knowledge and not be afraid. Because what's the worst they can say? The worst they can say is, "Oh, that is so great, Darlena. If I think of anybody, I'll let you know."
Mm,
I got a call yesterday from a. And this what made me think of it. This
mm,
lady called me
mm, mm,
yesterday. I
mm.
haven't talked to this lady since the flowers in 2020. She
Come
called
on.
me and she said, "I know that." No, she said, "Darlena, you are the only person that I could call to ask these questions. I know that you will give me an honest answer from your expertise." Man, if that wasn't a reminder to stop doing 29,000 things and focus on the thing, you know the thing that you do that you don't have to think about, the thing that you don't need no notes for, the thing that just comes out of you, the thing that you would do for free, the thing that you would show up and do whether they paid you or not. You know that thing? That thing, I'm in it right now. This is my
Mm,
thing.
mm, 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 mm.
Teaching about the stuff that I teach, it is my thing. I could do it with my eyes closed and my hand tied behind my back. What is the thing that you could do with your eyes closed and your hand tied behind your back? What is the thing that floats your boat? Listen, if somebody give me a microphone and let me on the stage, I'm in my
Come
thing.
on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come
If
on. Come
somebody
on.
say, tell me about cancer, tell me, that's my thing.
It's your thing.
I could talk about my thing from now until hell freeze over. I'm going to give you all of the facts about my thing. If you call me and tell me that your foot hurt, if you call me and tell me that your toe, if you call me and tell me that your foot hurt, I'm gonna ask you about your future.
Mm, mm, mm,
What you
mm.
about to walk into that you don't want to
Mm,
walk
mm,
into?
mm.
You could be getting ready to get a new job and be like, oh, I don't want to go. Or you could call me and tell me that you got a corn on your toe. You know what I'm gonna tell you? You're stubborn in some of your thoughts.
Mm, mm,
What
mm,
are you
mm.
stubborn about right now? Man, listen. If you tell me you can't breathe, I'm gonna tell you why don't you want the breath of life?
Jeez.
It's all
Jeez.
related. Listen, that's my stuff. So, what is your thing that you can tell the world about? And once you figure out your thing, then let's talk about how you get yourself exposed. And right now, we are living in an overexposed world. So, whatever it is that you got, all you got to do is show up and say, I got it. You can go, the speakers can show up on all social platforms. You can show up and say, listen, I'm the best thing when I got it's people that got hundreds of thousands of followers because they know how to bake cookies.
Mm, mm, mm.
They
Mm,
bake a
mm,
different
mm.
cookie every day or once a week. You don't even got to show up every day. Once a week. Once a week, consistent in whatever the subject is. Whatever it is that you do, if you stay consistent talking about it, it could be financial planning, it could be credit repair, whatever that thing is that you do. If you show up on social media, you will become a social media influencer almost overnight if you only stuck to the one subject.
Amen. You better say it.
So, and it's not to say that you got to go and make a whole bunch of stuff. All you have to do is repurpose what you've already said, repurpose what you've already done. And don't you know, every time you talk to yourself. So I hear myself talking real, real loud right now.
Come on.
All you got to do is repurpose what you
Yes,
already
sir.
did, Darlena.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Deidre Lynn got her hand up.
Mm, 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 mm. That's crazy. Woo, Jesus.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I was because you've just been on a roll, but I was thinking when remember, Darlena, there was a because you typically write stuff down, but there was this wonderful phrase that you had when you would go through your phone or your contact list and you would say it was like an icebreaker, and it was something like, wow, I was going through my phone and I saw your name and you must be a really important person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
and it's so important to do that. Like people going through. People have lost more people in these past 2 years than in any time before. In 2021, 47 million people walked off their jobs. quit in just March of this year. 4.7 people quit their jobs, and for a lot of reasons. We are in something they're calling the Great Resignation.
Mm.
So if you want a job, they got plenty of them out there. You could pick one. They waiting for you. So, and if you don't want
Open
one,
arms.
then give yourself the grace of developing your thing. And the way you develop your thing is you start with the people that's closest to you, the people in your phone. Listen, I just want to call you and I just want to let you know what it is I'm doing. And it could be network marketing. It could be I got the best thing since sliced bread, man. You need to take these vitamins, drink this juice, get on this crypto platform, whatever it is. But until you tell somebody, amen, nobody's gonna know. How that social media thing say, how will they know? They're not gonna know. How will they know? They're not gonna know. They don't know what you do. Like and that lady calling me yesterday really blew my mind. I haven't
Yeah.
talked to her in 2 years. And so when people start talking about I gotta build my brand not built. Your brand is what people think of you right now. That is your
Wow.
brand.
Wow.
If they know, call Deidre Lynn because she know how to make that 7 Up cake.
Come
That's her
on, Dad.
brand already.
Come on, Dad.
Hey, how you make them barbecue ribs? We seen them online. Like, how you make them chicken wings?
What you
Like,
say?
that's her brand already. It don't matter what she could. I mean, she definitely is the travel lady too. But we absolutely know that food is food when it comes to Deidre Lynn. So you'll know, like, yeah, you could definitely call her for book and travel, but she really passionate about food. So
How
you
you
could
do?
call her about food.
How you do that?
Listen, we see it. We see it. And absolutely her gardening too. And it's those are things that we know. Like you say, okay, what's the top 3 things that people know about me? And out of the top 3 things that people know about me, which one of those can I focus on to build out? Doesn't mean you stop doing all that, but then it just means that you monotask that one thing. So what happened to me through all of the stuff is people want to know my story. And we have a tendency to do something and then do something else and do something else and do something else. And all of the something else's is great. But I wrote a best-selling book in 2017. I forgot about the book.
Yeah,
They was
yeah.
like, didn't you write a book? I was like, yeah. They said, well, we want to focus on your story.
Amen.
Tell
Amen.
us your story. How did you become this person?
Amen.
So now I gotta back up.
Yep.
Forget the TV show, the magazine, the healing house, all of these other things. We want to know the story.
That's it.
And what happens when you focus on the story,
Hmm.
Dr. Loretta says all the time, when the water rises one boat, all the boats rise.
Come on now.
So if you go back, Darlaina,
So where you started.
and focus on the story,
The gift. Hello. Hello. That's the
focus
gift.
on that you are the living diary of the mad black woman. Tyler Perry wrote the story, but you lived that life for real. Focus there. That story will open up all the doors. And by opening up the door with the story, people will buy the book, people will
Buy
buy the
tickets.
magazine,
Buy
they'll watch the show, they will come to the healing house.
Woo!
But you got to
Talk
take it back to
to
what
the story.
started it in the first place. So,
God.
what is your story? Focus, monotask on your story. How did you get there? Especially if you want to be a speaker, trainer, um, author, whatever. Go back to telling your story. When I look back at the beginning, the features that I got was all on my story. The features in the magazines and all of that the other people, the shows that I've been on, the podcasts I've been on, they wanted to know my story. They don't want to know nothing about no healing house. They want to know the story. They want to know how how you know this. You know, who gave you this information? I can't tell you. I didn't know this. I learned it. but I am proof of concept. And all of the testimonials that I have are proof of concept from people who with low iron that I told to just drink black strap molasses. They called me and said that crap is nasty, but it works. The people who say, "Oh, my blood pressure is real crazy," and I tell them to drink 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, and it brings down their um their blood pressure immediately. Or just to take some parsley, some celery, um, and cucumber, cut that up and put it in your water and drink that all day will keep your blood pressure managed. Like, I know what I know, and I don't know it because somebody told me. I know it because I lived it.
Yes. Wow.
And continue to.
Wow.
So yeah, back to you,
Wow.
Mr. Thatcher.
Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, God dang it, that girl she did it again. She did. All I can just say, open up this mic. Everybody just say thank you. Cause I know y'all all got something out of that day. Hello. Let's go open up this dang old mic and just say thank you, Darlaina.
Oh yeah, Laverne just said her husband used breathing to lower his blood pressure. Remember we did that. I told you that, Kim. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Listen, you have everything you need to heal yourself.
Hold on, I just opened up. Go ahead, talk. Y'all can talk. Everybody open their mic. Y'all can talk.
Thank you, Darlaina. Hey, darling. Great job. Great job.
Oh,
Thank you, Darlaina.
God.
Thank you, Darlaina.
Oh,
Amazing.
Dr. Rose, great stuff. Wow, parsley, cucumber, and water.
Yep. Parsley, cucumber, celery. And you can juice those 3 things together and get the result faster because juice assimilates in the body in 20 minutes, the same rate as alcohol. Or you can take those same 3 things, just cut them up and put them in your water bottle and infuse your water and drink it.
Wow.
Thank you.
I just did my juice. This is my second day. I do it like 3 days a week, but blueberries, raspberry. I have all the berries except strawberries because I'm allergic. Ginger, pineapples, and watermelon for inflammation, and it's delicious.
Watermelon. Yeah, get us the watermelon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, time to go. Y'all have a great day on purpose. Take control over your life because if you don't, somebody else will, and you ain't gonna like it. So have a great day. Thank you, Darlaina.
Take control.
Thank you, Darlaina.
Recording.
What?
Why you look like that? Oh shit. Hold on, I'm calling you back in 3 minutes. Call you right back.
Hey, did you go to the farm?
No, not yet. I still have a house full of guests.
Oh, okay.
So I just said if I can't get there this week, I'm gonna see about going on the weekend.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
definitely working on my stuff though, girl. Getting my thing cleaned up and ready to go.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't
done
wait.
hauled mine. It's been in the garage. It's only been here a week and it got dirty sitting in the garage.
Mine was already dirty. It still got old dead roots in it and everything.
Oh God.
I say,
I'm gonna send you the stuff that they said to use to clean it, and I just soaked it for a couple of hours.
Okay.
And it's pretty clean. You just need like an old wash tub or something to let it, soak it.
Okay. Okay, I got something.
Yeah, I ordered it off of Amazon. It's not that expensive.
Okay.
You can probably find it in the store somewhere at which stores, but I'll tell you what that is. And yeah,
Okay.
ooh, it's hot out here.
Girl, it's gonna be
Jesus.
99 degrees in Georgia today.
It's how much?
It's been 95, 97, 98. Today is supposed to go to 99.
Okay. It feel all of 99 down here already.
Vanya
I
said,
didn't even
"Come,
feel like
mom, come
walking
get
this
in the
year.
pool." So I think I might go to Vanya's house and get in the pool. I haven't been in the pool all
Ooh,
year.
I
So.
wish I knew. I was gonna say I wish I knew somebody with pools, but not everybody in the neighborhood has a pool except for us. So.
Oh Lord. Yeah, well, all you got to do is you can go to the beach. You in Florida.
Girl, it's that hot. I don't even want to go to the beach. Like I don't want to go outside to get in the.
I know my air been on blast for days.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah. Um.
Okay. All right. Well, I
Okay.
know you got a million things going on.
Yes.
I'm gonna concentrate. Semi not one task. Sit down and cool off. That's my task.
That's
for
your
the next
task right
20
there.
minutes.
I know that's right.
Whew.
All right,
Jeez.
cool beans. I'll
All
talk to you
right.
soon. Bye bye.
All right.
All right, there we go. Why your face all clean?
Uh,
Why your face all clean?
why I what?
Why your face all clean?
Why my face on what?
Clean, 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 clean.
Oh, I had to go in town.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
right,
got
for that
my,
dummy. That dummy, you wouldn't see him?
yeah, I had to meet the supervisor. So he didn't say that. He just said, "Well, don't take it personal. We got a million things going on. The reason why he did that, you know what he brought up?
What?
I don't know if you know when uh, the guys made the building fall, the main farm was going to do down market.
Yeah.
They said they got in trouble for that. So whenever they hear a guy is working, depending on the job, they want him to have something. So that I do understand. But he didn't say any of that. He just went into what he wanted me to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said he always got an attitude with me. He said, no, that's just the way it is. We don't have, the supervisor was saying all this.
There's no excuse for treating people less than human.
Right. I said, well, he can't come to my house. I said, when I come down here, he treat me like crap. So he can't come to my house and expect to treat me like crap. That ain't gonna work. He gonna have to say hello, good morning, something. So other than that, he said, well, Bon, he's got a lot going on. Don't take it personal.
No, what? Oh, so many excuses. You're supposed to be the boss.
Right. And that was it. That's all we did. We talked for 15, 20 minutes and all that. And
What's
how
my?
much time you got? You got like a month and something, right?
Yeah, that was my next question. How much longer?
Yeah. This is June. I got July to August the 3rd. So I got this month, this in July, and 2 days in August. So it's a month. It's really 2 months when you buck up. It's a month and
2 weeks.
27, 28, 26, something like that.
You need to put a calendar up.
And that's it, girl. He said, you're a free man after that when it comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
He said, why don't you go ahead and ride off into the sunset?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm going to make sure I have all my stuff going on.
Your mom called me last night.
Huh?
Your mom called me last night. She don't sound like she get.
8 o'clock in the morning.
She don't sound like she getting better.
No, she isn't. And she getting bald head. She losing all her hair. Her hand that she normally she can't use. when I helped Josette and Sheree take her up Josette's step, her hand was so tight. I said, Mom, you don't exercise. Josette got a bunch of excuses too. I said, Mom, you don't ever exercise this hand. I brought you the exercising ball and the wrist thing. They don't care. They doing minimum.
She dying.
Yeah. And I told her I'm gonna make her a good $20,000.
Good morning.
So these people are making hand over fist. You run about 5 ads, and you'll come up with 5 different incomes. I'm gonna run that 5 ads. I told her
your mom
do this stuff together, but she might not even be around.
Yeah, she not at the rate she going.
They don't exercise her. They so happy because they came down to remodel the bathroom.
Who
They don't
did?
care about shit else.
Who remodeled the bathroom?
The city must have came in.
Oh yeah, because she's sick now, so they could try to
Yeah.
get some
But
benefit of it.
then what does it matter? I ain't doing nothing.
Mm.
But that's what, like motivational guy said today, you gotta let people go. You are not the editor or the writer of everybody else's life. You
Mm-mm.
are only yours. And that's it. I can't, regardless what happens, you ain't gonna like it, but you're not the guy that's responsible for that.
Yeah,
You do what you can, and that's it.
crazy.
And that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so excited. I can't wait.
Mm-mm. Gonna have to get a ticket so I could come up and we could stay out all night. Good. Still be in the house by 8 o'clock. Still be in the house by 8 o'clock.
Make sure Christopher not over.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I know. That's
Just let that go. And let that go, honey.
I'm going to work today.
Okay.
So I can understand why he wanted me to have the general liability. I'm saying, I said, well, that takes away. I said, when y'all start worrying about what job I do, he said, it is our job, but you're such a low level guy. We're not really supposed to be concerned about nothing you do. But once in a while, we do want to check.
Y'all been checking for me since day one.
Right. The supervisor don't know that, but you're right. Like, wow, the cops is out here at the G in Allegheny,
Mm-hmm.
and all the people that's bent over, nobody's out here. Nobody, not a single soul.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Like, it's usually, are they moving up? That's why, in a way. But they in the street up the next block. But it's usually 1 million people outside bent over on the corner.
Mm.
I'll try to go in here, measure this girl window. So that way, I can, you know what? I should park right here. But I know it's not going to be another spot here. Yeah. But I'm happy they wasn't trying to get me in trouble. They wasn't trying to get me in trouble.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm excited. All I got to do is start taking on a few more jobs or get clear. I got them lined up. People get their money together.
Okay.
They don't even call me. Hey, V-Man. Like, can you come fix our porch roof? Can you come fix our porch roof? Yeah. $700. Ain't playing with nobody. So I gotta order this window today for these people. Other than that, on homework study. Uh, no, I got to tell what's the name today. That it is him. It's not the people that come over to help him work. It's him because he had another guy that's coming over. Another guy that's coming over, and the guy kind of didn't. The guy didn't kind of show up. The guy didn't show up after he did a little bit of work. I said I wanted to tell him because it ain't them, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is really you. Nobody else.
Man, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain at 3 o'clock. It's supposed to rain at 3.
It's hot.
It's 90. It's gonna be 99 degrees here.
Somebody showed up.
Okay, well, call me later.
I'm finished.
You finished what?
I only came to measure a window. I can measure it from the outside.
Oh.
And I did. But I had already came over here and measured it. The reason why I came back is because this young lady is always a problem. You can't get her. Like she'll say you can come over, and then you can't come over because they won't answer the phone. Now her phone is disconnected, her cell phone. So now what do you do? He's saying order the window anyway. Come on, man. Why you order the window for some people that ain't even gonna be here?
Mm-hmm.
That don't even make sense. They're not even opening the door for me. But I'm gonna put that window in my house. You know what? Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna order it and let the window sit at the place until the day I know. So that morning I'll pick it up from there and then go from there. Yeah. Well, I'm leaving. Leaving. Yep, it was crazy.
My people from Philly coming this weekend. My people from Philly coming this weekend.
What people?
Tierra with the 2 boys, and Christian. Tierra with the 2 boys, the twins that came to your house. Yeah, yeah. But the kids not coming. And her friend Christian.
A guy?
No, the black girl. She real dark skinned. The girl. You said, ooh, you kept saying, ooh, she ugly. You can't take no more guys. What's the purpose? That's why old. That's why old people get con. I was about to say that's why old people get condos.
Nice size condo would be fine. Yeah. So yesterday I had to change out a few things in my Shopify. I didn't like my company name. Was I talking to you yesterday? Was I talking to you? No, it was fine. Yeah, because they helped me with something. So the new name on the Shopify is. Oh, passionate. Passionate items. That's my store name on Shopify. Passionate items are too. So, there we good. I changed that on my domain, got all the lessons to communicate with my mobile service. So I got that venom 20 days. And that's all I really need because it's not on the fire. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll do a video tonight again because I did it yesterday. And he'll come in and say it tomorrow. And